Today we're reacting to Sportsnet discussing Scott Laughton and why the Leafs seem so focused on energy and character players. This isn't about points or highlights. It's about effort, emotion, and setting a tone. Let's see why this type of player matters so much to this team right now. If you enjoy this kind of Leafs React content, make sure to like and subscribe.
You know, I get the points you make on this Olympic stuff. Like I understand that, the league is all letting the players do this. They've agreed to do it. The players have risked a lot and put up a lot, right? That was a bargaining chip they gave the other side. The players have given up a lot to be able to do this. Mm-hmm. But
bad negotiations.
Well, whatever you think of that, that shows how important it is to them, right?
I know,
that just
it is.
validates
It was.
that fact. So I know that from a pragmatic standpoint, it doesn't make sense for him to play. But there is emotional stakes here too. So,
and I mean,
I'd love to hear Willie talk on this to any reporters listening.
But I can't. I've talked about how badly I want best on best hockey. And if it was a guy that was really important to Team Canada, I'd want them to play. So I can't tuck it to both sides of my mouth.
What if it was a Leaf?
Yeah, definitely.
If Braden Point played for the Leafs right now, you'd be like, you'd want him to play for Canada?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Of course I would. Like, I mean, I care deeply about Team Canada's success, and I would want a guy that's going to go there and be good. Like, I get why you'd want to go, and I wouldn't ever fault him for pushing it to go.
It's also great. You won't, eh?
No.
If he goes there and re-aggravates it or something?
I can't sit here and talk about how badly I've wanted best on best for the whole time we've done this show, and then we finally get it, and I'm like, well, we better
What
be
if
careful.
he doesn't play any games before he goes?
It'd be concerning, but, like, he's the face of their team.
The tough part with that is it looks like you're skipping NHL games to rest up for the Olympics,
Definitely.
which is
tough. The perception of it will not be good.
Yeah. Just from a business point of view, like, we're talking about a guy that could make the difference between making tens of millions of dollars in a playoff scenario or zero to them.
Sure. If they miss playoffs by a point or two and he takes 3 games off pre-Olympics to rest up for the Olympics or something,
it's going to suck. And boy, listen, my opinion will not be a common one, especially with Nylander.
Yeah.
Because he's already a lightning rod in this market. And
I do feel the winds of drama for Willie a blowing here.
How many games pre-Olympics do we need for it to not be fishy?
Yeah, like if he plays 3-4 games prior, no problem, right? Okay. He's back, he's playing, he's contributing. Mm-hmm. But that's in like a week.
He's not on the ice yet, and they have 4 games this week. They have 4 games next week, and then it's the break.
And also, let's just talk about how much this hurts the Leafs, period, right now.
Yeah.
They're in a dogfight against great teams, and now you're looking at a second line that you're talking about bringing up Laughton and Michelli.
All right.
To play with Tavares.
All right, let's keep this thing moving, including what you just mentioned, Scotty Laughton on moving up in the lineup. You guys, we've been kind of calling for this. Yeah. He's been calling from it in an.
Laughton doesn't jump off the screen with skill, but you notice him. He finishes checks, gets involved, and brings emotion. Sometimes that alone can change how a game feels.
Indirect way, wanting more, feeling like he has a bigger role for this hockey club. It won't get much bigger than riding shotgun on the second line right now with Johnny T.
He's been in those situations before and played wing, played up with more top 6 role. He's played some real good hockey for us, so. He has an opportunity to go up there, but it's not. I can move other guys in and out too, so we'll see him move around if that's the case.
He's still. What is it?
He's your Braden Shen. You gave us the Shen clips. You have a little bit of a Shen, a semi-Shen.
Why don't?
I don't know. The last thing I want to do is, if he's in the car right now listening to that, he's Scotty Laughton.
Yeah,
he's going like, you're going to find somebody else. You just said it. You can find anybody else. Yeah. It's like, and it's not reassuring if you're Scotty Laughton listening to that clip.
He scores a big goal for him the other night. He's an emotional driver for him last game.
He doesn't want to commit to Scotty Laughton.
13 minutes in that game against Winnipeg. Sam, you love that he gave the fan the cry face after they won. Like he's all in.
He is,
and the coach is not all in on him.
just the lines overall, and I know I've said this before, but like, are we all in agreement that Max Domi's the best for Austin Matthews right now?
Right now, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone else?
Yes. No,
On the
no.
Would you be
roster?
looking at right now anyone else?
No.
I would do
Okay.
McMahon and Willie, but Willie's not playing.
But yet, the feeling was that Max was with that was leading up to the start of the season, and then he pulled the plug on that, and now he's back.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows where his bread is buttered, and they got a guy who's
And that's
red
what
hot.
Austin wanted
Yeah.
all along.
They got a guy who's looking for him.
And part of maybe Austin's frustration this season has been watching the revolving door around his winger there.
I don't know. Is that true?
I wouldn't put it past it. I don't know how Austin feels. I'm just saying that could that be a possibility that part of his frustration or his lack of looking engaged sometimes would have been going.
It's clear the Leafs think they've been missing this type of player. That says a lot about how they view their own roster. They want guys who make things uncomfortable for the other team.
Can I just have Max here and keep him here?
Yeah. Well, that's working for him for sure. That was Max was +3 last game, goal and assist.
I would have, at the start of the year, if you had to show me that clip of Austin Matthews staring down Hellebuck and going bar down, I would have thought it was from 2022.
Yeah.
So
That's
that looks
proper Matthews.
vintage.
Ting.
Yeah, vintage.
I know in our national hour, we're going to get into a few trades that happened
Yeah.
already. We will talk about Rasmus Anderson in a bigger picture at the top of the hour. But as far as the Toronto Maple Leafs are concerned with Rasmus Anderson, we had heard all along that Brad Treliving and the Leafs had interest in him, even this year. More so maybe what I had heard was at the last trade deadline. But now you watch him go to Vegas here, and you see the price that that they paid.
Yeah.
And is it just a reminder now to Leaf fans that, like, we can't do that?
No.
Right? And don't look for that. There's nothing there. We are dealing with what we have right now. And is it almost an admission right now that you wanted him, but you can't get him?
I didn't want him. Did you want him?
No, not. But I think the
They're
greater
better
point is
they're a better player. They're a better team with Rasmus Anderson.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think
no,
in
I know
general,
that.
I think it was the
the
right-
point though is about shopping for the bigger names
Yes.
that are available.
And he was the biggest.
And
right?
the line from Grandma and Happy Gilmore keeps ringing in my head, which is, well, I would have, but I didn't have any money. And that's how I feel. The Leafs don't have any money. They can't buy that. I'm sure they would have paid
Yes.
that, but they don't have any money. They cannot
Yeah.
do that.
I'm glad they're broke.
Yeah. Well, there's other people to buy. And
Well, I don't think they're in a position to be.
Derek, can you mark that?
Trading the
I'm
future.
glad they're broke in January because I'll replay
March
it for them.
7th, that's going to be tough when they get
April
outbid
and
on
May.
everyone.
Well, I mean, I would be talking out of
No-
both sides
no
of my
Leaf
mouth
fans.
that I've said the whole time that they should just leave this roster as is and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Like if they trade away what they've got left for
do you want
Braden,
to tell me where it goes?
for Braden, Luke Shen, I mean, then I don't think there's going to be a lot of happy people. They got to just sit. But I saw that trade and I said, my actual reaction to that was, thank God
Yeah, they didn't.
that they didn't do it. Like,
I was like, how much worse is White Cloud than Anderson was my first thought. It's like, is he
I
much
think a
worse?
I think a lot.
They're gonna. He can play. He can play minutes.
Plays 19 a night
He's
for
a
Vegas.
right-handed shot.
6'2", cheap
They
deal.
could re-sign him. Yeah, they got a lot of options there.
Well, though, they should flip him.
they could flip
They
him.
should flip him because then you will have traded Anderson for 2 firsts and a second or whatever. You know, it would look huge if you did that.
Okay, let's take a quick break, Sammy.
Sure, let's
We
take a break.
are jam-packed. Mike Russo, NHL writer for The Athletic, will drop by after the break, and we'll get into the Minnesota Wild. Frank Saravelli, NHL.
Laughton fits a need the Leafs have had for years. Someone who brings edge without being asked. Fans usually respect that kind of player quickly. Still, energy players are complements, not solutions. The core still has to lead. If you agree, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your opinion in the comments.